All right. We are live. We haven't been live on this channel in, who knows how long, right? We still got to just get a few things going here, so bear with me as we get set up, but we will get everything good to go in just a few seconds here. Again, maybe a little rusty with the live chat and everything like that, like getting it up on the screen. That should, boom, there it is. All right, yeah, we're live. We got a lot to talk about. First and foremost, if you guys watch every day, you know that we are on a little bit of a cold streak. So hopefully going live, getting some insight from you guys can pull me out of this thing, because it has been a rough stretch in the last few nights or so. I mean, we're still, if we want to really find a silver lining here, let's see if we can find it. Yeah, see, oh man, this is tough. So on the site, which by the way, guys, GuyBostonSports.com/results, you can always see my updated record. And here we go. This is what I wanted to share. Yeah, there we go. We're crushing this NBA season. 0.05. We were up to close out 2024 nearly 9 units. So that just tells you how cold we've been. But if you guys obviously have watched for a while and whatnot, you know that we don't necessarily shy away from the losses. It's just part of the game, right? So we'll go through some players. We'll talk some stuff in this live stream. I don't know how long we'll stay live for, but we got a great NBA slate. And when I say great, I mean 7 games, a few decent, close spreads, right? If we take a peek at it right here, OKC, Philly, Cleveland, Indiana, like other than this game, there's no double-digit spread. So maybe no projected blowouts, meaning there should be some spots where we can take some deep looks into some games, right? So I guess why don't we do just that? We can kind of start it off. If you guys have any plays, go ahead, drop them in the comments, and we'll get started here. Let's see what we got. We'll give some shout-outs first. Mike checking in. What's up, Mike? Will saying, let's get it. Seriously, let's get it. Shout out to Will. Christopher saying, let's go. BX is in here. Elijah. I don't really bet soccer, but a lot of people do, and I know that there's a lot of opportunity with soccer, so maybe we get into that at some point. It's a matter of having time on your hands, right? Like the way we're doing in the NBA right now, I can't just jump to another sport. It's like we got to focus, you know what I mean? But anyways, I don't watch it, but I know that it's a great sport to wager on. Will says Russ 5.5 rebounds is a must. We can get to that one. Zach saying I have class right when you're live. Well, you can always watch it back, I guess, or sneak the AirPod in, pay attention like this, like I used to do. No AirPods back then, though. Let's see. Bulls are the play. Chris checking in. Brett, Lenny, Terrence, Desmond, Emiliano. Love that name. Vic, JB, Nick, Diana. Everyone's checking in the chat. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you do go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. But all right, let's dive into, I guess, a spot here that's already been thrown out in the chat, right? Let's see if we can look into that Russ 5.5 rebounds. It's coming in from Will there. So let's dive into it. We do have a few final plays already live. I can send this your way right here. I'll put it in the chat. These are the final plays that we've locked in so far. You can see we got a decent amount of them, but let's dive into that Russ one. Of course, we're on Outlier. Use a few different tools in here. Let's see, over 5.5 rebounds. So he's definitely been crushing it if we look at Russ as of late, right? Like, this is ridiculous. And even him getting in the starting lineup, look at where his minutes have been, right? 30, 36, 34. He's averaging 27.5 on the season. You look at him in the last 20, he's averaging 30 minutes. So Russ this year, if we filter to him and project him to, say, 29 minutes or so, it is a 72% rebound rate. Dallas, in terms of rebounding to point guards and shooting guards, not all that phenomenal. In terms of being a rebounding team altogether, we can use our dashboard and see that, 18th so far this season in terms of rebound rate, 14th at home, 13th. So definitely not a bad look, I wouldn't say. In terms of Russ, what's he getting for rebound chances here? 10 rebound chances per game. What is this over his last on the season, playing 29 minutes? If we look at his last 10 games, and this is when he's played last 10 with at least 29 minutes, 11.7 rebound chances. The way rebound chances work, it's kind of what it sounds like, right? rebound chances, you want to assume, and honestly, assuming makes an ass out of you and me, but assume that they're going to get 50%, especially as a point guard, I would say maybe 45 to 50% of the rebound chances. So 12 divided by 2 is 6, right? I don't mind that Russ over 5.5 boards. It's minus 120 right now. Definitely a decent look. What about on the road this year? Hitting 3 straight. And again, we're projecting him for 29 minutes. In terms of their starting lineup, Jamal Murray might even miss some. I mean, he's a game time decision. Let's see if we refresh this. I'll put this in the chat too. This is my go-to for injuries and just lineups. Completely free. Jamal Murray, game time decision. I'm assuming he's going to play, right? Probable for Tuesday's game. He's missed the second half, but that was knee inflammation. So even if he does play, how about, what do we see when Jamal Murray is just definitely playing? When Russ plays 29 minutes this year, and Murray plays 10 of 13. Holy crap. Yeah, what do we think? Do we drop a W in the chat if we like this Russell Westbrook play? Over 5.5 rebounds. I'm going to write that one down for now. And Will, if we do lock it in as a final play, I will go ahead and give you a shout out. I don't mind that. Let's see. What else we got here? Wow, you guys are coming in hot with the chat. Keep dropping plays. I'll scroll back up and try and find someone. If you have questions and all that, we'll try and get to it. But obviously, guys, let's just be realistic, right? We can't get to every single chat out there. So hopefully, you know, that's all right with you guys in a sense. What is this? Goals? We can set a goal. 5 super chats. I don't even know. Light blue and higher. What are we doing here? Wow, we can set goals. That's kind of cool. Maybe we'll do that later on. But all right, let's see what else we got there. Do we like that Russ play? Yeah, we're getting some W's in the chat. I do. I mean, realistically, it looks like a sure thing, but obviously that ain't the case in this industry. And you damn sure know that if I go ahead and touch it with these hands that are turning everything to you know what, you know what I mean? Lately, I could curse it. But I like that. Over 5.5 rebounds for Russ. I almost would consider potentially his points plus rebounds. What is that at right now? Now that I'm just thinking about it, because we did lean points in our video this morning. I don't know if I get there. I want to see if Murray's out. 19.5 points plus rebounds. That could be a look as well, because I do think he's going to have some decent success. All right, let's get to another play here. I've been battling a burp for like 10 minutes before we went live. It's like coming up, and then I'm like, let's go, baby. Nothing. Hopefully that is not a sign of how the plays will go tonight. All right, let's see what else we got here. Paced game, right? In fact, let's open up our dashboard, because I kind of want to go through a few things here. If you guys are not members of the Guy Boston Sports site, we're transferring the dashboard that we've been posting to YouTube members for years now over to the website. So definitely go ahead and check that out if you are interested. All right, let's dive into this right now, right? So we have Zach LaVine. A couple things I want to look at here, because obviously Kobe White, is he still listed as questionable? Kobe White was listed as questionable, still questionable here, right? Did not play in their last game. Neck strain, his status is in jeopardy. That doesn't sound all that tremendous. And Ayo Dosunmu is questionable, who would probably fill in for him. So it's going to be Zach LaVine and Vooch, who I'm big on Vooch tonight, guys. I'm not telling you to roll with me or anything like that, because we've been so bad, but I really do like Vooch tonight. I took him 17.5 and 19.5. But Zach LaVine here, if we look in the dashboard, so game number 4, let's find game number 4 as we scroll down. Zach LaVine we know can score from anywhere, but where are the Pelicans weak? In the paint, obviously. Mid-range, which is really, really weak, almost a 48% field goal percentage against in the mid-range area. Still weak from 3. So let's prioritize it like this. We'll look at in the paint, mid-range, and then from 3. And we want to see Zach LaVine over here on NBA.com leading the Bulls in some of those spots. We know he's going to be above the break, right? Like, no Kobe White, or if Kobe White plays, then that would deter it. But Zach LaVine should lead the team in terms of above the break threes if Kobe doesn't play. In the paint, Zach LaVine, 4th restricted area. He is the number 1 by a landslide. So that's good to see. And then the mid-range, that also checks out as well, right? So it's not exactly the worst spot for Zach LaVine. We have him projected right now at 23.8 points. Kobe White is still getting a share there because he's not been ruled out, so we haven't taken him out of our projections, right? Which, that's brand new in this dashboard, by the way, guys. I'll share that right here if you guys want to check it out. Members page. Let's get this to load, and then I'll put the link down here if you guys do want access to the dashboard that we're rolling with here. But keep in mind when we're looking at this, Kobe White still has almost 18 points projected via our model. So once that goes down, Zach LaVine's points will surely go up. And if we want to look at LaVine and how he's been doing, he's been absolutely crushing it, right? Zach LaVine right here points. Look at this, 30, 32, 33, 35, 31, 33, 36. He had a 15er in there against Milwaukee. Didn't shoot the ball that many times and didn't shoot well. Before that, he had 37. So it's obviously not a spot in which you can sit here and be like, and look at this, actually. He shot 59%, 63 from, and this was at the beginning of the year against Pelicans, but it's obviously like he's been on fire. That 27.5, sure, it's super high, but it's like, who else is going to score? It's going to be Vooch and him. I've elected to look at Vooch, but I don't mind Zach LaVine. Even his 2.5 threes. You're paying some serious juice here, but you know he's going to chuck, right? He had 5 threes last time he played them. I know we mentioned, that's probably the third thing in terms of priority. We want to look at paint, mid-range, and then 3, but still, this Pelicans team's not all that great at defending the perimeter. They've been a little bit better. Like, look at how tight they played the Celtics the other night, right? But still, I kind of sign off on Zach LaVine. Do we like it? W if you like it, L if you don't in the chat. Maybe we should get some polls going as well. Is my mic sounding off? Oh boy. Let's see if we could fix it. All right, I'll try and fix it. 1 sec, all right? Let's see. We'll bring this back up. Let's try and fix the mic. All right, let me know if we're good. If not, maybe refresh the stream because I just did it and it works fine. So I don't know if it was a me problem. A lot of things have been me problems lately. I admit that. I don't know if that was a me problem. Refresh the stream. It would be just like the luck of me so far, as of late, I should say, to make the mic not even work. All right, what were we talking about? Zach LaVine, right? W, we like Zach LaVine. L, we don't. I don't mind. It's just that line, like there's times to buy players when it's a low and that type of thing. Look at my hair. It's crazy. Zach LaVine, you're buying him at like a peak right now, right? But again, he's got a good matchup, like a really good matchup. So I get it. I do get it. All right, what else do we have here? Vic saying Evan Mobley on the double-double. I like Evan Mobley a lot tonight, too. Even with my final plays, I did take him Cavs money line and Evan Mobley 15+. I talked about it in today's video. I do like Evan Mobley today. If we go to that game, that is the number 2 game of the night, right? You can see Indiana against power forwards struggle against that rebounding spot, and they also struggle to defend the paint. So that's why I liked Evan Mobley. If we want to look at him from a double-double perspective, I don't mind that whatsoever. If we're over here and we want to look at the Cavs, right? And one thing to note here is a big time is that Miles Turner is the opposing center. Miles Turner is a guy that sometimes, I wouldn't say all the time, but definitely can make opposing centers get less rebounds. I'm trying to figure out how to word that because Miles Turner likes to shoot threes. So this probably is a decent spot. So rebound chances is over the last 10 games here. Rebound chances, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, right? So Jared Allen going up against Miles Turner, maybe that drops a little bit. And Evan Mobley, almost 16 rebound chances. He's averaging 8.9 in his games here, and he's getting 57%. So let's take a peek at Evan Mobley. I think for the sake of this, let's look at rebounds. You say double-double, right? Vic, I think that Evan Mobley should get 10 points. Like, I don't think that... I like him for even more than that, right? So Evan Mobley, double-double. We're really trying to get him to the rebounds, right? And it's plus 120. Don't mind it. Do not mind this already. Look at this. Against Indiana, 3 of the last 4 times. 3 of the last 4 times he's hit his double-doubles. That is, I assume, has come by way of rebounds, right? 14, 10, and 12, averaging 10.25. All right, let's keep digging into this rebounds here. So we know he's going to get those rebound chances, right? We just saw it, 15 and a half. Against Indiana, what has he been playing minutes-wise? Let's call it 30, let's go 29 and a half to be really safe. So we'll go 29 minutes. Last 20 games playing 29 minutes. Evan Mobley, where are we at? We're looking at rebounds, 9.8 rebounds. Some of these teams, Charlotte, Lakers, Denver, I don't really have a clear reason as to why he wouldn't hit this, but that looks pretty good, right? Looks really good. What about on the road? Okay, so on the road, a little bit less, but again, this is against Indiana, and you can see right here, Indiana allowing power forwards, wow, they rank pretty damn poorly against rebounds overall. Evan Turner over in rebounds could be what is his line for, what am I trying to do? Okay, points plus rebounds, 27 and a half. Yeah, I like his rebounds a lot. He's going to get, what did he have? He had, let's see, rebound chances, 16, so a little bit more than average, right? When Evan Mobley gets 16 rebound chances, let's check it right here. We can use this tool, Props Madness, for rebound chances specifically, I believe, right? This is great for NBA. They don't have any other sport other than WNBA, which is unfortunate, but definitely a cool NBA tool. All right, so rebounds. When he gets, let's say he's going to get 16 plus rebound chances, right? Obviously, he should be, yeah, look at that. If he gets the chances, Evan Mobley should crush this line. Now, obviously, rebound chances directly correlates to rebounds. It's not that crazy that he's getting over, he's getting over 9.5 rebounds when he gets that many chances. He's averaging how many rebound chances here? 16, 16, up here, 21, 19, 20. Let's see if he gets 16 to 18. Still is crushing that line. So, yeah, I think that's a W for Evan Mobley, right? I think that is a decent look overall. Christopher says, do the Pacers cover? I wouldn't be surprised if the Pacers cover. I talked about it in my show this morning, right? I pretty much lean towards the idea of the Cavs getting their get back and their revenge spot here. So I took them on the money line, parlayed with Mobley 15 plus points. I do think that, the Pacers are playing some really good basketball. They are. So I'm a little worrisome to lay, what is it? What is the line as of right now? To lay 7 points with Cleveland. Is that even the updated line? Yeah, it's more now. It's 8. So that definitely is something where I'm like, I don't know. That seems a little bit too much, right? So I'm hesitant to do that, but I think the Cleveland Cavs win this game. I think so. Mike says, get a trim. Maybe I should cut this damn rag off my head to get out of this slump. Should we cut our... Look at this. What are we doing here? Now, in fairness, I haven't showered yet. I haven't worked out yet. So, yeah, no big deal. I work out sometimes. Haven't showered yet, so my hair is an absolute mess. And I wear a hat a lot of the time. But maybe I should get a damn haircut, and it would get me out of this slump. Mike, you're probably right. You're probably right. Should we get a haircut to get out of this slump? I will get a haircut today or tomorrow, if time allows. What do we think of that Evan Mobley play? Evan Mobley over 8.5 boards. I definitely like it. I'm going to write that one down too. And the double-double, to be completely honest. But looking at it just as rebounds, like it would be a killer if he lands on 9, right? I'm just writing these down on a damn sticky note, and I'm probably going to lose it. And that was from Vic, right? Yeah. Let's see. T says, did you say Russell over rebounds is a play? I like it. I haven't locked it in or anything yet. But that would be credit to Will in the chat here. I like that Russell Westbrook one. Still not a final play here for us. All we have for final plays, I'll put it in the chat again, is what is on GuyBossesSports.com right now. I'll put it in the chat. We can go through them actually, but I'll put this for you guys to be able to see. I have Suns -2.5 and -4.5. 4.5, the better line, right, in terms of odds. And we snagged this at a terrible time. It's like -3.5 now. So we already locked that in. Didn't get the best value on it. I also have Vucevic over 17.5 points and 19.5 points. In terms of odds there, how'd we do value-wise there? We closed that a little while ago. So right now he's at 18.5. So yeah, I think we did pretty damn good. And we got +125 for his 19.5. It's -105, +100 a book. So I think we did fairly well with that one. Thunder team total, paying a lot of juice at that 113. That was kind of a throw-in. It's a 3/4 unit play. Do we have any value that we got there? Right now, 113.5 is -148, so we got kind of screwed there. Yeah, the value has not been grabbed. And then we have a same game parlay, Cavs money line, Evan Mobley for -147. So still some room, and we definitely want some more, I guess, plays out there. So that Mobley one I like. We do have a lot riding on Mobley right now. That Mobley one I like. I also like the idea of Russell Westbrook rebounds and points plus rebounds. So that could definitely be something that we look at. Connie and Max says Russ over 11.5. We did just look at Russ rebounds, and I like it. So I think anything Russell Westbrook, he's greened out right now, right? Like he has been cashing. But it's similar. We looked at Levine, Russell Westbrook, and now Mobley. I feel like we're late to the party, at least personally, if we start getting on that train now. But I don't mind it. What else we got? Joe Casserole, what a name. What a username. Hartenstein, double with the win. So Thunder to win. I like that, obviously, right? Let's see how hard. I mean, his lines are, it's got to be, what did you get for odds on that? Or what are you seeing on that, Joe? Because his points line is what, 11.5? I think his rebounds line is 11.5 as well, right? Both are plus money, but yeah, I mean, if you can put those together with a decent look, yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, I think there's a chance that, no Embiid, no, like, Drummond, like, Hartenstein should dominate down there, but there's also a chance that the Thunder dominate in the paint, meaning they can pull away and we see just a few, like, what if Hartenstein, so this year, right, I'm talking kind of blowout, but I don't know about full-blown blowout, but he's averaging 29 minutes, right, per game. If he plays less than that, so say we go and look at him in games in which he's played 27 minutes, he's only had double digits rebounds twice, and in terms of points, when he's played 27 minutes, he's only had double-digit points twice. So I'd be wary of the blowout, but I really don't mind it. Like, they have to get to, right? They have to get to the blowout spot, meaning Hartenstein should be involved. And Gershon Yabusele is going to be covering him, right? Is that the matchup that we have predicted? I mean, sure. I don't see why we wouldn't like that. And if we jump into our dashboard here, let's see, what do we have projected for Hartenstein? 12-12, almost 12-13. So, yeah, they're huge favorites, and we haven't projected for double digits in both of those. Don't mind that. Again, that is Thunder money line, right? And Hartenstein double. Not a bad look there. What is his double line? It's like -200, right? Wait a second. You can get even odds right now just for the double on him. His points line, for him to get 10 points, is -185. For him to get, 10 rebounds is -230. He's hit this in 67% of games so far this year. 5 of his last 10. Should we be jumping on board with this? By the way, guys, if you think the mic is breaking up and stuff, I see Connie and Max, you saying that. It is, I think the YouTube app right now is kind of messing up to some degree. So Check that out. Just exit the stream and come back. I think it should work. We've tested it a few times. It's not our mic, so yeah, if that works, so Connie, check that out. I'm gonna test it again right now. So 1 second, guys. Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna put this in the I'm gonna put it in the chat. All right, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna pin it just so everyone knows. Let's see. All right, let's. Yeah, that double is interesting, right? I mean, someone's got to correct me, right? Like, I'm missing something major here. We have Hardenstein, who to get 10 points is minus 185 on books, right? And beyond. For him to go out there and get 10 rebounds, 230, yet we can grab his double right now at plus 100 on FD. That's probably a good look as well. You guys see, this is why I needed to do the stream, guys. I've been so damn cold. We're coming in here and finding some good opportunities. Again, we will if we roll with this, Joe, we'll give you a shout out. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind that with the Thunder, but honestly, what if the Thunder slip up, right? You might as well, you're getting plus money, you might as well just roll with Hardenstein overall. Do you know what I mean? Guys, I see a couple. I know that we are missing some comments. So if you feel like I'm already way past your comment or whatever, and you asked it a while ago, that type of thing, just go ahead and ask it again. I just asked that, we're all kind of mindful and we're all humans, that don't just start spamming your comment. We'll try to get to as many of these plays and whatnot as we can, but go ahead and ask it again, or drop your play, because we obviously want to help a bunch of people out, right? So obviously, if that's the case, go ahead and feel free to drop that, I guess I'm saying, in the comments here. Diego says NHL is a sport in which, I'm just not tapped into. I've been looking, and in fact, guys, if you do want to you can try and contact me, just DM me on Instagram or something. We've been trying to bring someone that can do NHL regularly to the channel. So if you guys, and we don't have right now mid NFL season, or excuse me, mid NBA NFL playoffs. We don't have time to necessarily train or walk through, so we'd be looking for someone with experience that can kind of just set up and go and make a video right away. But yeah, if anyone in the chat right now knows NFL, that'd be great. We also have, shout out to Mark Rodriguez, just subscribing. I just went with your whole government official, Mark, all right? Scratch the last name in case anyone's looking for him. But also, we're looking for some social media content people as well, so feel free to reach out to me in the Discord or in via any social media, right? In fact, I'll put the Discord. This is a free Discord, guys. I never plug it. I don't know why, but almost 11,000 members in here. We pretty much just talk sports in this Discord. Yes, my plays get updated in there and whatnot, but it's completely free. But anyways, what I was saying is a couple things we're looking for. Some people to post more on social, so the main Guy Boston Sports Instagram, main Guy Boston Sports Twitter, and we're looking for an NHL creator as well. So yeah, message me, we can get to talking. But again, we're really looking for someone that has experience or at least knows the game for the NHL. But to answer your question, Diego, no, not really. Bird says, what do you think about Jokic and Westbrook triple-double parlay? Plus 5,000. Oh man, Bird, I'm kind of teased. I'm tempted. I don't hate that. We like Russell Westbrook's rebounds, right? He's been crushing it. We like him kind of overall. Jokic speaks for itself. In a game, what is the total of that game? That game right now, let's see. That game right now is a total of 233. It's one of the higher paced games. Oh. Damn. Ryan, yeah, reach out to me either in the Discord, what I just put in the chat, so DM me there, or on Instagram at evpicks. I'll put my Instagram in here as well. If that is something of interest and you think that that would be a good fit, then yeah, reach out right here. Jacob says MLB. MLB what? Did I say MLB? I meant NHL. Emilio says Shea 25 points. That's got to be. I mean, I think that he's going to have some real success in the paint. I even talked about it on today's show. His line right now is at what, 31.5 though. So if you're getting, 24.5, 25 plus, I think that that's fine. I mean, he's done that in, let's see if we can see it right here. He's done 25 points in, where are we at? 85% of games this year. If you can get 25 some way, somehow, sure. I wonder where are you able to place that? Because roll with it if you can. If you're getting decent, value on that, then hell yeah, Emilio. Jacob, we do MLB. I handle the MLB videos, and then Tassos does a lot of player props. So, yeah. And guys, I mean, I answer a lot of, not all of them. I can't. We get a decent amount, especially when I say something like this on a live stream. But go ahead and message me if you think you have some sort of add to the channel and whatnot. Tassos has been with me forever, but it's kind of how we found Trey, who's obviously doing great content for the channel. Trey started posting videos as his own. Told me that he was posting videos. I checked him out. A few months later, I was still checking him out, and I was like, hey, you want to do some WNBA content and some other stuff? And boom, there we go. Yeah, let's hit that like button, guys. If you are watching right now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We got way more people in the chat than that have hit the like button, if I said that correctly. So, yeah, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's see if we can run the likes up. Like I said, I'm not sure how long we'll stay live for, but we can keep going through some of the plays here. So let's see. Slump, we just talked about Mobley over in rebounds. It's a play that I wrote down courtesy of Vic in the chat. Definitely something that we're considering. So yeah, you got my stamp of approval based on how we went through it. I just want to make sure I do my due diligence. Like, obviously when we go through plays and whatnot, and that's the life that we live. Like, people think making videos is easy and whatnot. Going through Russ, going through Mobley, going through Hartenstein, it's like I'm going to 10x the amount of minutes we just put in after we get off stream to make sure that I still like it, or if I can find any argument, because seriously, one way of being at least consistent in this, and I'm one to talk, right? We've been terrible as of late, is to like a play and then don't try and prove your point. You already like it, right? See if you can prove someone else's point against it. That's had plenty of success for me. So if I like, say, Hartenstein today, can I make an argument against him that makes sense? If so, kind of a toss-up, right? So take that if anyone's looking for advice. But yeah, hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button as well if you are new. We'll try and do more and more live streams. Do you guys like them? I assume so. Who's gonna be like, no, I don't like it? And we had the new intro. If you guys have not checked out today's video, go check it out. We had the new intro drop, which I think was pretty good, right? I'll put it in the chat here. It's in the first 30 seconds or so. All right, let's get back to some more plays here, okay? Ooh, here's the one from Duke. Damian Lillard under 7.5 assists. I do have a theory on this game, right? And then Austin from Calling Our Shot also kind of had the same mindset, right? So let's get into this Dame one, because he likes, who did he take? Giannis today, right? And for the same reasons, I started to kick around Lillard's under an assist, because a few things here. All right, let's jump into the dashboard to go through a couple things. So let's get to that Kings and Milwaukee game. This is a spot in which Milwaukee likes to score in the paint, right? 7th in terms of restricted area, but the Kings actually pretty damn good at stopping points in the paint. Where does Damian Lillard like to shoot his shots from? Spoiler alert, he loves to shoot the 3 ball. 8.1 attempts from above the break from 3. Yes, he's going to shoot in the paint, sure. Yes, he'll shoot in the restricted areas, top 3 and top 5 in both those spots, but he loves to shoot the shots from here, right? I think he's going to have plenty of open looks tonight, meaning he's not going to sit there and be like, whoa, what do? Pass the ball? No. Giannis is going to be the guy that gets into the paint and goes up against a pretty decent paint defense and kicks it out to these shooters. So, yeah, Lillard going up against the number 2 team in the last 7 games here in terms of assists against the point guard, right there, number 2. I don't mind it. Now, we have him projected at 7.5. If you look at where he is right now, right, under 7.5, he really has been hitting the under. His potential assists, only 13.8 over his last 10 games. On the season, he's averaging 13.4. Games without Middleton can kind of, I believe, look a little bit like he still hit the under plenty of times, right? So, yeah, I kind of sign off on that Dame under 7.5 assists because I think the game script is going to promote him to score, if that makes sense, right? So Duke, I'll write that one down. Guys, we might add some of these plays as like a specific plays from the stream in the final plays so everyone can see them. You guys get your credit because obviously, like, I didn't come up with this play, right? You guys put it in the chat, and then I revisited it and really did like it. So, yeah, you get your credit if we do roll with some, if we do roll with any of these. All right, what else we got? Again, I probably shouldn't have to say it over and over again, but I do apologize if I'm not getting to everybody's plays and picks. We're doing our best out here. Let's scroll up and try and get one. You played the Joker in Westbrook parlay. All right, hats off. This one's from Sonny here. TJ McConnell under 16.5 points plus assists. Okay, let's see. Let's dig into this one. TJ McConnell under 16.5 points plus assists. Right off the bat, I don't mind the idea, other than the fact that he's probably going to get a decent minutes uptick, right? As of right now, we have Tyrese Halliburton doubtful, assuming he's not going to play, likely miss his first game of the season. So they're doubtful, obviously leaning towards him not playing. We send it over here. McConnell, 16.5. He's been under a bunch. Games without Tyrese Halliburton. You date back to obviously last year, but obviously more of a hit rate. He's hitting 57% of those games without Halliburton. His potential assists, he gets 12.5, and he shoots the ball 10.2 over those last 20 games. So let's keep that in mind. 12 potential assists and 10 field goal attempts, okay? So this season, with Halliburton, 7.8 potential assists and 8.6 field goals made. So 12 and 10. Let's check this out. So let's find Tyrese Halliburton. Let's find TJ. Points plus assists, and we're going to throw in when he gets those, 12 potential assists, right? So when he gets 12 potential assists, and we can go back to last year just so we can look at this year first, and then we'll go to last year. 12 potential assists, and he shoots the ball at least 10 times. He's hit it in 8 of 15. It's still averaging under because he had this monster game against Charlotte, so I wouldn't say that it's like a definite no. Let's see. Last year with those same numbers. So let's see. Field goal attempts, we're going to go 10. And then where's potential assists? Potential assist. Where art thou? Potential assists, we're going to go 12, right? That's what we had. That's a little risky. So if we're looking at his under, right, you'd be looking at under. That seems a tad risky. Looks like he gets a ton of play. What do his minutes go to? So we'll use last year, and last year's way different. So if you're really hard pressed about this, take that into consideration. So games with Halliburton, right? Last year, he played 17 minutes. Games without Halliburton, he played 23 minutes. So let's even just look at games, regardless of when he plays 23 plus minutes. He's hit the over a lot. I'm not saying don't do it, Sonny. I don't think it's a bad spot because this team is a lot more Siakam dominant and Mathurin. Like, you know what I mean? Like some of these guys, and it looks like, McConnell is not even going to get the start there, which a lot of times he would start. So I'm not saying don't do it. There's enough there that I'm kind of skeptical if that makes a little bit of sense. You know what I mean? Because if he doesn't start, then maybe he's only going to play, I don't know, maybe if he plays 20 and maximum 25 minutes, still been kind of crushing it. I'm almost starting to think over. This season, obviously, Halliburton's been there. Still not the best under hit. You know what I mean? Wishy-washy on that one. You know what I mean? Wishy-washy on that one. Kool-Aid, you put a 9-leg parlay in the Discord? 9-leg parlay in the Discord. Let's see if I could find it. Nine-leg parlay. When did you post it? At what time? All right, let's see what else we got. Nine-leg parlay. Armo, we can look at that one. Marv, we don't do them consistently. We should. And we already talked about Hartenstein, I would say like 15 minutes ago. We may be rolling with his double-double because I just like that plus 100 odds. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man, Kool-Aid, this is yours? This is your 9-leg parlay? Jokic, Westbrook, Jokic, Porter. I mean, you're essentially saying it's not that crazy. It's really not that crazy. It isn't. Russell Westbrook, you're banking on a lot on, right? And then I guess Clay to have a good game, but it ain't all that crazy. I mean, it is crazy because it's 9 legs, but it ain't all that crazy. I'll just say that a bunch of times. All right, what were we about to look at? Sabonis, right? Sabonis, 40.5 PRA. Let's bring Sabonis up. Domas Sabonis, and he is not on the DMB graveyard anymore. Only Paul George is on there, and yes, he's past his potential revival date, but he wronged us one too many times, so he's sticking around for a little bit. If he has some good games without Embiid and whatnot, then maybe he'll come off, but that's not what we're here to talk about anyways. We're looking at Sabonis, right? This is a Bucks team that, especially if we use the dashboard and not to shameless plug, but to plug one more time. If you guys do want access to this dashboard, I'll post this link in the chat right now. It's $2.99 a month if you want the NBA dashboard on the Guy Boston Sports site. If you want the NBA and NFL and MLB year-round, $4.99 per month. So we want to go down to this Milwaukee game, right? I think we even had that one up already. The one thing I would look at is obviously when we look at Sabonis, we should know where he's going to score from. Restricted area, and then even kind of in the paint, but realistically in that restricted area. Milwaukee is a decent team at preventing points in the paint. Fourth in terms of their last this season. In their last 3, they're fourth as well. And, right here, 66% allowed in that restricted area. If he took a lot from in the paint, that'd be different because, that sort of extended in the paint. Actually a decent spot for teams to score in Milwaukee. But overall, Sabonis not exactly in the best matchup. Now, let's see. What is his line before I go and just start talking crazy? 40.5. Is what you say. Let's see. 40 and a half. So where is that? Right here, 40 and a half. Yep, on FanDuel and DraftKings. He's hit it in 4 straight. He's crushed it against Milwaukee. We have him at least in our dashboard, which obviously take this with a grain of salt. It's just using some multiple minutes played models and points per minute, that type of stuff. So I would never say this is 100% accurate, but it helps point us in the right direction. We have him slated for 19, 16, and 6, right? So what would 19, 16, and 6 be? 19, 16, 6 is like what, 40? Let's see, just do it. Let's just do it. 41. So very thin yes from me in terms of what we're looking at. You know what I mean? Very thin, like very, very close. But I don't love the matchup, but then it's like, well, some players play better than their matchups, and look at this dude, right? Rebound chances. He had 24 last time he played against this Milwaukee team. He's averaging 24 on the season. When Sabonis, let's see, on the season, 24 and 10 potential assists. In his last 4 games here, he's had, let's see, 23, 29, 33, and 20 potential assists. So let's look at him when he's had, let's go 25 rebound chances and 10 plus potential assists. 25 rebound chances and 10 plus potential assists for Sabonis. I think he's going to get a good enough amount of minutes, right? Like this is a tight spread and everything like that. So we're looking at his potential assists and his rebound chances. So going 25 rebound chances, which is obviously pretty high, and then 10 plus potential assists. And he has had, actually, we got to get to his PRA line, right? So, okay. Yeah, we still have this already pegged in there, rebound chances. He's crushed it. Last year, let's see, do we have these in the rebound chances? 25, and then potential assists, 10. So, yeah, he's had the opportunity. I guess. Mr. Arthur. I mean, yeah, we've been drunk on camera before, but what are we talking about with that last comment? You love it when people start talking crazy, right? All right, what else we got? I still can't get over 9-leg parlay. 9-leg parlay. that doesn't sound too crazy from Kool-Aid. Oh my God, get out of here, buddy. See ya. Let's see. Sabonis for the double-double and the win. I mean, the win's definitely risky. They're playing well. Like, I get it. But if Milwaukee hits their shots, it's going to be a tough one. In terms of Nuggets money line, I'm kind of waiting out to see if we have Kyrie Irving or not. A 22-leg parlay gear. I don't even know if I'm saying your name right, but 22 legs is crazy. Certified. Guys, make sure you are hitting that like button. We have 270 people in the stands here. 78 likes. Yeah, Kool-Aid. I think it comes down to Westbrook for you, to be honest. J-Boy says, yeah, we put that Mr. Arthur guy in timeout. Hopefully you're still watching, Mr. Arthur. You just can't comment. All right, let's see what else we got here. 713 says Zion over 6.5 rebounds. Let's dig in. I don't think I mind that, right? I mean, the Bulls aren't the best rebounding team. I mean, even if we just start with the dashboard here, right? 24th in terms of rebound rate. New Orleans isn't all that great, but, like, Zion's a freak, so he can definitely step up. And last 7 games are allowing the 22nd most rebounds to opposing players. We have Zion pegged for 8.8 rebounds with our projection. So let's check it out. And obviously he was out, now coming back. Let's just look at this year. 5 of 8 this year, averaging 7.6. I mean, even in the game that he didn't hit it, he had 6 rebounds, 10 rebound chances. And do we like his minutes today, right? Like, he's been playing since coming back, 27, 28. We'd like him to play a few minutes, right? But even last year, right, if he didn't play 30 minutes, he didn't hit this line all that often. Now, last year, overall, he was averaging 10.8 rebound chances. This year, he's been averaging 12, so he's averaging more rebound chances. I don't mind it based on the matchup. I'm still a little weary on, I guess, minutes for him. So if we just look at this matchup right here, let's see. I'm just trying to see if we have any read on his minutes. Like, 28 minutes is not going to get it done. That was a close game against the Celtics, too. Foul trouble in the past it has been an issue, but, only one foul against the Celtics, which is obviously a close game. That's another one where I'm kind of iffy on. I like it because I think he has a really good matchup against the Bulls. Just nervous of minutes, you know what I mean? Like, last year when he played less than 30 minutes, he only hit it 4 times. When he played more than 30 minutes, he hit it in 51% of the times. The more minutes he played, the higher that percentage gets, right? So, yeah, I don't hate it. I think I'd peg it like that. I really don't. I don't want to sway you one way or the other, to be honest. Oh my God, dude. I love it when, to be honest, I love it when we kick someone out and then they come back in and it's just like, they make a whole new account or they have a second account just to come in, right? So you're telling me Mr. Arthur and Larry Evans are not the same person. How about what we see right there, right? You guys can, flatter me all you want, you big guppy. Like, imagine being in someone's brain so much that this is a YouTube stream, right? With a couple hundred people in it, a few hundred. We kick someone only to go scramble, make a new account, or use a second account just to jump back in. You got me smirking. Kool-Aid, we don't stream every day. I want to get back to more regular streams, but no. We should. I'll say that. We should. I love streaming. I love the interaction, whether it's good comments or bad comments. I do love it, but to be honest, it's a lot. Shout out to the guys here that stream daily. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. All right, let's see what else we got here. 8 and under 10.5. 8 and under 10.5. Yeah, Emilio, you say won 1,000 because of me in the month of December. Yeah, but I don't know how well January's going. You know what I mean? But guys, I'm like I said in yesterday's. I'll do a little monologue here. All right, real quick, and then we'll get to Aiden. Okay. What we do in the videos is provide, I guess, opinion, entertainment, all that, but also all the information I'm going over and the visuals I display. That's for you to do what you want with it. Jeff, we literally showed that to start the stream. So if you're going to spam it, I don't know about that. But when we're talking about it right now, like, relax. What the videos are for you guys to do with what you want. You know what I mean? Like, we're going through the entire slate, hours and hours of work, research, editing, all that, to get it out to you. So anyone can come for the record or anything all they want. I can go own 1 million and I would be, fine with still making videos every single day. We could put it right in here. Yeah, so GuyBostonSports.com. Don't worry, Jeff. I like when someone says something and then it's like, sorry. It's like, don't apologize. We're on the internet. You're good, bud. You know what I mean? GuyBostonSports.com/results. And anyways, what I was saying is the videos are separate from the picks to some degree. If someone has, an inkling of brain cells, they can separate the two. Obviously, when we're hot, jump on board and ride, and like we can all win together and have some fun. You know what I mean? But there's so much in the video. See, T says, but we wouldn't follow you then. Then you're so incorrect. If it's a win-loss thing for you, you have the wrong mindset. 100%. 100%. Think about it. The information is what you should be using to get better at this and hopefully stack your pockets. It's not just blindly looking at what a chump like me does. Do you know what I mean? So that's kind of the mindset. So T, if you're thinking, oh, I just want to blindly roll with it, then you're not going to get any better as the years go on yourself. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's not a rant, but it's like we're still like there's facts that we go through in the video. You guys can take that and build whatever you want, do whatever you want with it. We're going to keep bringing that entertainment and that good content. And obviously I want to like let's pause for a second. It's not like I'm like, oh, I don't care about I want to win too. You know what I mean? I'm just saying the people that are like, let's quit, stop making videos. You shouldn't even be posting this. You shouldn't do that. That's who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? T Holloway. Again, you're completely off the base. And Kyle is amazing. I'm not saying anything against that. I think what you're missing and what we're not connecting on here is that I clearly still want to win and be right. You know what I mean? But it really shouldn't be the black and white, the end all be all of someone clicking on a YouTube video. All right, let's get back into it. Yeah, we talked about TK. We talked about Evan Mobley. I like him today. I like him a lot. We also like his rebounds. I wrote that down from Vic earlier. Seems like it could be a good spot for his rebounds as well. Let's see. Tyler says Andrew Nembhard over 13.5 points. That could be interesting to look at because he's going to get a little minutes bump, right? Is he projected? Let's see what we have him at in our projections. Let's find that. Oh, yeah, we are going to get to... All right, I owe 8 and 10.5 rebounds under. We'll get to that one right afterwards. My B. Let's see. We have Nembhard, 14 points right now projected. I think he's going to get a little bit of a minutes bump, obviously, right? So I don't think I mind that one. But what I would want to see is his field goal attempts. That's what we can look at. His field goal attempts with no Halliburton, and we can kind of call it there, I guess, in a sense. So this season, 27.6 minutes, field goal attempts at 8.5. Without Halliburton, we're not going to have anything this year. Last year, his field goal attempts went up definitely without Halliburton towards the end of the year. So if his field goal attempts go up to 12-ish, then I don't mind the spot for, what'd you say, 13.5? I don't mind it. We haven't pegged for 14, so I don't hate it. All right, now Ayton under what do we see here? Sam, Ayton under 10.5 rebounds. Apologies for missing that one. Rebounds. Did I say 8.5? Under 10.5 rebounds. Or did I say 10? Now I'm thinking 8. Ayton. Under 10.5 rebounds right now. All right. He's hit the under in just 46% of games so far this year. He's got a matchup against the Nets today. And if we go to this game, I mean, it's definitely not the sexiest game on the slate. We have Ayton pegged for 10.5 rebounds, so that's not going to help much. It's a really bad rebounding team in Brooklyn, and they're allowing, a lot of points, a lot of assists, a lot of threes to centers. But Nick Claxton being in there has definitely kind of helped them rebound, right? So Ayton, if we get back to him, in the last 10 games here, 15.4 rebound chances, but it's dropped a little bit, right? So if we look at the last 5, actually, because it's definitely dropped, 12.4 rebound chances. He's not going to grab, 10 rebounds very often on 12.4, but he's been kind of getting, when he gets that 13 number, he had 11, so he's definitely grabbing, for example, he's going to be the guy that's getting a lot. He's getting Yeah, look at this. 67% of his chances. Like I said at the beginning of the show, a lot of the times we think about, 50%, that 50% rule. With a guy like Ayton and in his starting lineup, the guy that's competing with him for rebounds is going to be Denny Avadabadu, Kamara. Like he definitely has a chance to get a lot of rebounds. Robert Williams listed as a game time decision. That could impact his minutes, right? I mean, do we have anything that helps? I don't know if it's going to impact it all that much, but when Robert Williams plays, maybe, do we have anything that impacts that at all? When he plays, he doesn't crush it. He averages 9 this year, 1 less than his average on the season. I don't think I mind this overall. 10.5 is definitely a lot, and again, he's going to grab a lot of his rebound chances, but even if we peg him at, say 67%, and we say he's going to go out there, and what has he been getting, right? Rebound chances, 17, 13, 9. 17, 13, 9. Let's say he's going to get 14 rebound chances, so 14 times 0.67, he's going to get 9.4. I guess it's a fairly safe look at an under, but the one, actually, I would put it like this. I don't mind it as a line, and even the numbers backing it up. The problem that I could see blowing up in our face is that there's really not much competition for boards. If it's a rebound on the defensive end, Ayton's likely to grab it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? All right, let's Kelly, we did look at Sabonis. I don't mind the Sabonis one. I like everything in terms of his advanced stats of potential rebounds, or potential assists, rebound chances. I don't know if I love the matchup against the Bucks though. Moo, yeah, we already have locked in. These are my final plays for today so far, guys, and we have a few plays that definitely are looking pretty good. So that's what I've locked in. Shout out to Will. We don't mind Russ over 5.5 rebounds. We have Mobley, courtesy of Vic, potential double-double or 8.5 rebounds. And then Hartenstein from Joe, double-double look. And then Duke throw out Damian Lillard under 7.5 assists. So those are 4 additional plays that I might be looking for as well. Definitely not all that bad. And let's see. Thomas and Claxton may not play. Yeah, he is listed as questionable, right? So honestly, that may even hurt it more. You know what I mean? All right, what else we got here? Trav's so funny. Yeah, D-Book over points plus assists is something that I talked about in today's show. Didn't ultimately get there because we ended up just rolling with the Suns in 2 different versions of the point spread. Now, we didn't really get the best value on it, but nonetheless, still, like it. And if they cover that and play well against the Hawks, I figure Book's going to have a good game anyway. So that's kind of why we're staying away from his points plus assists. But let's go through it because we didn't really illustrate it or anything on the show this morning. So let's jump into it. Devin Booker over 33.5 points plus assists. He's been crushing it. So over his last 4 games here, been looking really good. Potential, we don't have data for that game for whatever reason, but 21 potential assists there. He's been playing plenty of minutes. We don't have to worry about that. Even last year, if we want to say he's going to, what is he averaging? Nearly 39. Look at Devin Booker when he plays, say, 39 minutes. Look at this. This is last season. 39 minutes, 56% hit rate. This year, when he's played 39, which is becoming his average, right? He's hit it in 4 of his 5, averaging 40 points plus assists. We want to look at Atlanta and the matchup here. We could scroll up just a little bit, get to this Atlanta and I almost said Atlanta and Falcons game, but Atlanta and Suns game. You can see Atlanta to the shooting guard / point guard. I kind of mix them in intertwined because obviously Jones is going to play plenty of that point guard minutes, but Devin Booker controls the ball and runs the offense a lot of the times like a point guard, and we've even seen that in the past, right? So I kind of look at these numbers, look at these assist numbers to both the point guard and the shooting guard. Like, we should see a decent game from Devin Booker, and what I like is that he should be able to score in the mid-range as well. So Devin Booker, when he plays, we can even knock it down, right? Say 37 minutes. He's averaging 38.6 so far this year. When he plays 37 minutes, he's averaging 34 points plus assists. And even if we jump over here, we can go to that Devin Booker game and get a little bit deeper. So Devin Booker, In those games that he plays that many minutes, he's shooting the ball 19.8, so 20 times. Devin Booker is going to play, let's get to minutes, or I guess we can go, 20 plus field goal attempts and kind of build out what we might see from him today. And he's going to play, we'll say 37 minutes. And in terms of assists, what was he averaging? He had some didn't pull in, right? But over the last 10 games here, 13.2. Let's say 12, just to be on the safe side of his, potential assists. Let's get points plus assists built in here. So potential assists, where are you? 12 potential assists. So this is him playing, 37 plus minutes, having actually not as great as we wanted, right? Let's see 15. So this year, not all that tremendous. That's surprising. Last year, if we bring it back out and do the same thing, what did we see earlier? I'm missing one thing. Field goal attempts, we're going 20 attempts, which is definitely viable. And then his minutes, here we go. His minutes, 30, maybe it was 36 plus that we had. Yeah, 36, a 75% hit rate when he plays at least 36 minutes, and it goes up fairly well. So, yeah, don't mind that Devin Booker look. It is a high line, but should be a decent game for him, And just throw in the fact that, we were completely missing it. Last time he played them, which was really recently, he had 20 points and 12 assists. He only shot, I think it was 40-something%. Let's see if we can find that, actually. Yeah, check this out. 43% from the field, and he made 0 of his 8 threes. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to do that. When he's normally playing well, he's going to make 43% sure, but he's a 33% three shooter. We should have seen a few out of him, at least a couple, right? Bird, don't mind Vooch tonight, obviously. Jokic over 22.5 rebounds plus assists from Prince. Definitely don't hate it. Jokic has been starting to get priced out to me, though. Do you guys know what I mean by that? By just his lines are just so damn high, but, I mean, look at that. How can we knock it? Just played Dallas. He had 18 and 9. He didn't even have the best scoring night, right? What did he have for points there? He only 19 points. So, yeah, rebounds plus assists could be a good look. In terms of the matchup, I think we talked about it on today's show. Like, Dallas struggles in the paint. They're not the best rebounding team. 2 opposing centers, they're allowing the 5th most rebounds over the last 7 games. So, yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind it, especially if, Kyrie comes back and this game is a competitive sort of back and forth type game. That could definitely be something that we can consider. Good, Richard. Yeah, then you jumped to it. Jonathan, excuse me, I do have a Discord. I just gotta get better at sharing it, huh? Let's see if we can put it in the chat here. It's completely free. So if you're looking for like a paid VIP Discord and that type of thing, no, but this is just a big old massive group chat for everyone. So let's put that in the chat. I think it's like nearly 11,000 people, like we said. So you wish, and it came true. Boom. Would you look at that? All right, probably going to just stay live for a little bit longer, guys. So make sure to hit that like button. Get your comments in. We still have double the amount of people in here that have liked the stream. So go ahead and hit that like button. And let me know right here. Comment if you think we should do these live streams more often. It's kind of sporadic as of right now. A lot's been going on with the channel and whatnot. But you know what? Full channel, or main channel is fully back and operating. Once football's over, we should have a little bit of breathing room, right? I mean, a little bit of breathing room before MLB starts. And MLB is a grind. But we love it. We love it. Gergo, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but if I am, great. When will you be on Kyle's show again? Probably sometime soon. Me and him link up every once in a while. He's one of the closest guys to me in this industry. I really do. I mean, we text a lot and kind of brainstorm and whatnot. So, yeah, I'd love to get back on there. I don't do UFC, Felix, but I'd like to. Like, I like watching it. I just don't know the ins and outs of it. And And again, like think about when I personally am doing NBA, NFL, MLB. That's 3 of the main 4. I'm doing golf more consistently this year. It is a lot to come on here and speak intelligently out my what about multiple sports, right? What else we got in here? Any more questions for me? Dylan, we talked about Levine. I don't mind it. I just feel like it is buying high, but like his last few games, he's been epic. So just to recap, a couple of the spots that I'm definitely considering, I should say, adding in. Taking a peek at Russ over 5.5 rebounds. Shout out to Will from earlier in the stream. Mobley over 8.5 rebounds / double-double. Shout out to Vic in the stream. These are the people that brought it to my attention. Hartenstein double-double, courtesy of Joe. And then Lillard under 7.5 assists, courtesy of Duke. Those are definitely plays that I am considering for sure. Yeah, Jonathan, we put the did I not just link I linked the Discord in the I put it in the chat. It's pasted in the chat right now. Like 5 messages above. That is very good, Felix. Yeah, health. We talked that Evan Mobley. That double double does not look all too shabby. That looks pretty damn good. For good odds too. But I do appreciate everyone tuning in again. If you are in here and haven't taken a second to hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. Do truly appreciate it. I mean, I love these live streams, even though we had to, pet a couple of the guppies and say, okay, off with you guys now. You said your piece, off with you. Still even entertain the guppies comments from time to time. Big X say you don't do college basketball. It's something that we're planning, kind of in the planning process of bringing to the channel. Me personally, no, I don't think that I'm doing college basketball. We're hoping to bring it to the channel. Francisco says, why are you ignoring? Because we're getting, I don't even know what you think I'm ignoring. We're getting multiple comments every second. I'm not ignoring anything. No, Jonathan, that is not that type of link. It is a free Discord. It's a legitimate link and everything like that. I get it. You see a link pop up and you're like, I'm not clicking that, but it is from this account. It is there. And yeah, you'll see there's a bunch of channels in there and whatnot. And we just talk about plays and there's a live in-game chat that I want to get more involved in and whatnot too. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I do think that the live streams, Beefelly, like the good things are like, normally when I do a video, it just, I got the blinders on, right? Like I see what I see and I'm man enough and transparent enough to be like, well, obviously if I'm looking in this spot, we're not going to find something way over here, right? Sometimes you guys bring some amazing sort of context to the table. And I'm like, I didn't even look at that today. You know what I mean? I can't look at everything. So that's why live streams are great. You guys can obviously ask questions as if, if that helps you guys, right? But then the idea of collaborating with the chat to either get some plays out there, and again, like even think about this on a bigger macro scale. It's like you guys who might not even have thought of this play now are coming to this stream, finding a play from someone else, a person that you've never even known to exist in the world, you know? I think that's pretty damn cool. I don't know why New Jersey doesn't. Guys, we're probably not gonna. We're closing up shop here right now. I don't know if we'll dig into any more plays. We'll see. Nicholas, I suggest straights all the time. They don't have that shiny glow or anything like that, but that is the key to it. Now I'll parlay plenty. You know what I mean? Same game parlays and all that. But realistically, in the long term, Straight bets. Appreciate you, Blaze. Appreciate that a lot. Tyler says, how often can we expect live streams? I don't even know if I have the answer to that one. Believe it or not, we are fairly busy throughout the day with our hands. For those of you guys that don't know, this is my first. So last March, we quit our 9-to-5 job and to do this full time. And I thought that would save me so much time. I have all this time in the world to do whatever I want, right? Wrong. The minute that happens, all of a sudden I'm like, holy crap, the day gets filled like that. Calls, business calls, potential business calls. It's a lot. But Guy Boston Sports, up, up, up. But it is a lot. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with parlays. Like when you think about it, when you're making picks and whatnot, you got to think about why you're doing it. If you truly, truly want to be profitable, like truly, truly profitable, then straight bets. Jeff, I don't have one of those. But parlays can be entertaining and fun. Your two friends that you go to the bar with, each pick a play, you pick a play, you put them together, you ride it together. That's cost of admission, right? That's a price you'll pay for the sweat, for the fun. So I think that a lot of people miss that and think it's just about, like, obviously end of the day, win-loss type of thing, but it is about paying a price of the ride, you know what I mean? Like, you pay money to go on a roller coaster for the fun, right? The roller coaster isn't paying you money when you get off the ride. Emilio says, visually entertaining. Appreciate that. Everyone on the, I've seen a lot of, is Tassos on the under? I think I saw him under the threes too as well. Is Tassos on? I think I saw him under 3.5 threes, which, yeah, he's on under 3.5 threes. What is that now? Because a lot of people are on it. What are the odds of that now? Because I think he got it at like, what, minus 115 in his video? And I've just seen so many people. It's minus. Okay, so he got some value at least. If you got that early, you're on it. But I've seen so many people on it. You're right. There you go, Aaron. Kool-Aid, because if the quantity of those, like, you don't need a plus number next to that. A minus 110 play would still yield profit. You know what I mean? So that minus doesn't mean, like, if you're placing something and it says $10 to win $850, it's not you lose $250, you lose $150 automatically. That's not how it works. That $850 is profit. You get 18.5 in return. See, Mike, I yes, for the actual, like, true payout, but if you're willing to put in the grind and whatnot, you could start there and you look back in 5 years and it's like, oh, okay, I went from 5 to whatever I'm betting now. Like, there's proof behind it that is the way to. But again, I'm not knocking parlays. I think I have 2 parlays in my final plays today. You know what I mean? It's like there is a yes and a no in a sense that straight bets are more long-term profitable than parlays. It's that. What's more exciting? I would say parlays, because you get that big payout. Yeah, Kool-Aid. So it's like, make sure, but if anything's like minus 110, you're still like the number that you see on the other end is profit. So, say minus 110, we'll use easy numbers here, right? $110, and then it would say 110 to make 100. That 100 is a new 100. That should definitely be known, guys. Minus 110 doesn't mean you need to put multiple of them to get a plus money. Yeah, I totally agree, Mike. Exactly. Like, I can't sit here and be like, oh, only, like, I know there's people out there that either like the arbitrage, the EV, and like, I've done videos and I like that way of playing as well, but like, let's not act like there's just one way of doing it. This is a lot of for entertainment too, right? So it's like putting in a parlay, sweating it out with your buddies, sweating the big win with a low in. We should put that on a t-shirt. Like, that's awesome. But just to answer the question, truly it is, straight bets all the way if your only thing you care about is bottom line. All right, guys, I think we are going to close up shop for today. Really do appreciate everyone tuning in. Seriously, big time. Go ahead and hit that like button real quick if you are still watching. I appreciate the hell out of everyone that tunes in. We had a plethora of guppies in here, but rightfully so, right? Like, our plays have been yikes, to say the least, in the month of January. We started off the year good, went on a little bit of a run, had, I think, like, what did we say? Just about 8 units up to close out December, and then got bostonsports.com/results. You'll see where we're at right now. 0.05 profit. So we're still in the green, but for how long, I'm not sure. We've been getting beaten around here, but you know what? Staying true to it, still putting in the work, and hopefully it does benefit us in the long run. But we will catch you guys in the next one, all right? We'll try and do some more live streams, but turn the notifications on because we don't have a schedule as of right now, right? So if you don't want to miss these or if you want to tune in, this is not like a pluggy way or like a conspiracy way of me being like, turn the bell notification on. Like, truly, if you want to get notified with these types of live streams, turn the notifications on, because I don't think I even know the freaking the plan here in terms of how often we'll go live. So go ahead and check it out, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.